All right, guys, welcome back to another episode. Today's episode is actually going to be a bit of a fun one. It could be a little bit one that goes completely haywire, but we'll see what happens. We are going to be talking about something that Josh and I see on a daily basis that gives us the absolute shits. It is gym etiquette. All right. Now, if you're a new gym goer, some of these things may be a bit foreign to you. If you're an existing gym goer, you'll probably have seen these things multiple times and maybe even have contributed to some of these things. Josh, what's your take on gym etiquette as it stands currently in the world?
It's non-existent most of the time,
Most
to
of
be
the
honest.
time.
Most of the time it's
Some
non-existent.
people are good.
Yeah, and I think we're filming this in January, right? End of January. So there's a lot of new people who come into gyms and there's just a lot more people with New
Yeah.
Year's resolutions and things like that. And it's the time of year sort of from like late December to mid to late February where, I don't know, commercial gyms in particular, become a bit of a wasteland for bad
Yeah.
behavior and
100%.
just mess.
Yeah.
It frustrates the living crap out of me. Absolutely frustrates the living crap out of me. But there's only really like maybe 5 or 6 big things
Yeah.
that really irritate us, and then the rest of it just kind of compounds off the back
Off
of
the
that.
bat, yeah.
And it's just like you're just getting mad for getting mad's sake at that point.
Yeah. And some things I think are avoidable. And then there are other things which are just rude. Like people just thinking that they're just too cool or that they run the place or,
Yeah.
so the first one, like my biggest one, and especially from a PT standpoint, because I'm on the gym floor so much and obviously I need weights. I need to train people with weights a lot of the time. I need to find dumbbells. I need to find weight plates and things like that. The biggest pet peeve for me is people that leave their weights on machines when they leave, or they don't put the things that they're using back in the right place. Obviously, you've got things like dumbbells and kettlebells and sandbags at my gym, and other gyms you might have battle ropes or things like that. But if I'm walking over with a client and I see a machine that's loaded, my first thought is somebody's on that because there's weight on it. So I might wait around for a little bit, see if anyone's on it. And then you notice that a couple of minutes goes by and no one's using it. There's no towel on it. There's no water bottle next to it. You're like, okay, so someone's left the leg press, for example, stacked with 6 plates aside. And not that it's hard for me to take the weight off, but okay, client, like let's hang around a bit. Let me strip the weight back off, whatnot. Now, for someone that's training in the gym for the first time, where they might only be able to do 1 plate aside on the leg press, they walk up to that and see 6 plates on each side. They're going to walk away from that machine. Like they're not going to adjust that. So the person beforehand leaving their weights on the machine could be deterring someone else from trying to accomplish whatever they're in there to train for. The same thing goes for putting dumbbells back in the required spots. Like at my gym, we have the numbers for where they go. It starts at 2.5 kilos and goes all the way up to 80, but there's a spot for every single set of dumbbells. And yet you sometimes go to the dumbbell rack and you find that there's one dumbbell in the wrong spot and then the other dumbbells on the rack on underneath in the wrong spot. And it's not hard to just take your dumbbells back and put them where you got them.
Yeah, I agree. I have nothing else to add. To be honest, I'm like, yes, I'm going to enable this. I think you talk about it with the leg press is a great example. It's like, how many plates can someone max that out and load that up to? Like massive, right?
Yeah.
Like
There are strong people out there.
Yeah, 100%.
Guys and girls.
And it's a relatively speaking stable and small range of motion. So you can do that. If you've got a client who's brand new, right? And they're like doing that as well. The other side of that is like, that's going to take you like a better part of a minute, maybe, to unload it because you're going to unload it all. Because if they're brand new, they're not going to help you.
Yeah.
Then you've got to go find enough space to go put all these 20s. You're walking around. They've got a 45-minute session.
It can eat up the session.
It adds up over like from exercise to exercise, right?
Yeah.
And you're right. It does kind of deter people from like walking around. And you see it all the time. You see the new person walking around, or like even like the teenager walking around.
They look lost.
Yeah, they're lost. And I think half the time they're looking for something that looks like they can already lift without touching anything, without moving anything. And if they're doing that, if you're bigger and stronger and being more experienced, you're not doing them any favors.
No. And it's even the little things like, squatting or deadlifting or bench pressing, using barbells in the squat or just anything in the squat rack. you leave 140 kilos of weight on there. If you're a tall person, like it's hard to take those plates off, and it just also makes the gym look messy.
Yeah.
Like I like to think that I take pride in whichever gym I've worked at over the years. You know, this is my third gym now. You want to take pride in your workspace, and my gym, the girls at the front desk, you know, a couple times a day they'll walk around the gym and they will clean it. They'll put weights away and they'll move things around, and it's just the same thing daily. It's almost a bit of a waste of time if every single member of the gym just put their stuff back after they finished using it. The gym would be a great place. It would be clean. You'd always be able to find what you need because it's exactly where you need it to be. I mean, walking around the gym trying to find a 1.25 kilo plate,
I do laps.
right? You're getting your steps in, great, but trying to find a plate because they're not put back in the right spot, it can just get frustrating.
It does. It gets very frustrating, and I think like even to that point, right? Like you're talking about the guys at reception. It's like, yes, okay, it's part of their job. All right, we'll get that, but like it shouldn't have to be.
It shouldn't have to be.
It shouldn't have to be. Like I'm a big fan of the fine systems that gyms threaten
Yeah, they
and never enforce.
Nah.
Like they just don't enforce it. I remember training in at Anytime Fitness a long time ago when I first started, and they would enforce it.
Yeah.
And it was like, that's kind of cool because like, again, it's an Anytime. So like you don't have the same kind of staffed hours, the same kind of service, the
Yeah.
same kind of culture as a bigger gym of like something else, like a community style of gym. But like, what are you trying to achieve by leaving stuff out? Like, are you not wanting to burn more calories or anything like that? Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that if you're strong enough to lift the weight, you're strong enough to put them back.
Oh yeah, and there's some gyms that have that say that it's like if you're strong enough to lift it,
You're strong enough to put it away.
yeah, you're strong enough to put it away. Like, put it away.
What's your one? Next.
This is bad, man. Like, and it's not necessarily the actual like biggest ick that I've got, but like a little bit of personal hygiene.
Oh, yeah. Personal hygiene goes a long way.
Personal hygiene, and like I train early mornings. Like, you know this, we cross over in the mornings, but like gyms shouldn't have to supply deodorant.
Yeah.
And like I also work a couple of times a week as a physio inside a gym. And I don't want to be there in the afternoon in summer.
Yeah,
Like I just don't want to be there. Like gyms can have the best air conditioning, the best ventilation, the highest ceilings, and you just don't want to be there.
yeah.
And it's like, I understand that people come from work. I get that, right? People have busy lives. People work long hours. People come straight from work, jump in the gym. I get that. Sometimes it's not avoidable. Sometimes people are just sweaty people. Like, fine. Like, that's fine. Spray something. Like, just use deodorant.
Yeah.
Like, if you're coming from a job site as a tradie or something like that, maybe you need to have a quick shower before you train. Maybe you do.
Yeah.
Maybe you do. Maybe you need to rinse some of that crap off before you like leave caked up bits of mud and dirt and whatever else around. On that, work boots.
Yeah.
Come on,
boots,
man.
Yeah, work boots in the gym is a bit of a.
It's a bit much.
Yeah. It's a tough one.
It's a bit much. Like,
I think.
It doesn't take a lot of extra planning to just pack a pair of joggers or leave a pair of joggers in the car.
In your car, yeah.
Leave them in the car. So deodorant, personal hygiene for me is a big one. It should be common sense, and it's just not.
I think with the personal hygiene as one as well, if you know that you're a sweaty person when you train, don't wear the same gym outfit a second day in a row.
Don't wear the same outfit a second day in a row in general.
I know that.
Put it in the wash, man.
You know,
come on.
And
you're not doing that.
I don't. But I've worked and lived in gyms for so long. I've got too many gym outfits. Like I've got too many gym tees. I've got too many gym shorts, right? It's obviously part of my job. But like I know gym gear isn't cheap. Like especially if you're looking to buy, top brands. Because you want to look good when you're at the gym, but
look good,
even
good
still, like go buy 5 oversized tees from Target, five singlets from Target. They're cheap. They'll do the same job,
dude. And like
I just think,
I do that, right? So like I'll just wear black t-shirts that I buy. Like
you've got 25 pairs, so yeah.
Yeah. No, not these ones. Settle down. Not these ones. Different black t-shirts, but like it costs me, I don't know, like $50, and I replace them every like 4 months.
Yeah.
But I've got 4 of them.
Yeah.
Right. I train 4 days a week. So like that's the other thing is like if you're going to train 5 days a week,
and
5 outfits.
they've got the days on the tags, which
They
one goes to which
basically do.
day.
Yeah. But, like they get in, they get done, like whatever. But like if you're going to train 5-6 days a week and you've got one gym fit, you might need to rethink your options there.
Even bring
Bring a change of shirt.
bring a different shirt for the guys, bring some aftershaves, ladies, bring some perfume, give it a quick spruce up. Like it can go a long way and I know it's a harsh topic to, how do you walk up to someone that might be a bit smelly and go, hey mate, like, yeah, you got to do it. So, if anything, you're doing it for your own personal self-awareness, but also for maybe people around you. So yeah. It's a toughie, but
it needs to happen, man. Like it has to be said. And like it's summer in Australia. It's hot, man.
Yeah,
it was like what 11 a.m. walking across here, and I was like,
it was 32
sweating.
degrees.
Yeah, 32 degrees at 11 a.m. and it's gonna get to like 40 today. Like that's gonna suck. Like if you're training in a gym or you've been outside, say you've worked this morning on a job site or something, you've done a half day on a job site, and you're gonna go train at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. That's not gonna be a fun time for anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially if you don't take care of your personal hygiene. You're not showering, putting deodorant on before you're at work, when you get to the gym. But yeah.
This became a healthy Harold kind of conversation.
Maybe. But it's one of those ones that everybody knows it. It just doesn't.
I don't think everyone knows it though. That's the
They
problem.
do.
No, I don't think so.
They do.
I think you're giving people too much credit.
Maybe.
I think you want to think the best in everyone.
Sometimes.
Yeah, and I don't think that's accurate because I think I genuinely think there are some people who just don't consider it. Not saying that they don't care, but it just is not a thought that crosses their mind. Whereas like for me, it's like, man, I've got my work bag, I've got a gym bag, I've got a change of clothes bag that's like ready for showers. I've got deodorant everywhere. I've got deodorant in both of the clinics that I work in. Both of them. There's a can sitting there. There's colognes all around all of that, like mixed around. So I've always got cologne with me as well.
Yeah.
Like
I think when you work with people on a daily basis,
the other thing, breath. Just
chewing gum all day.
Dude, literally, I'm very conscious of it. Like I drink a ton of coffee. Everyone knows that. Shout out Catalyst.
Yeah.
Where's Blanco? Get Blanco on. Zach, what are you doing? That's the other thing. Like even for like for yourself, right? Like how many times do you walk around a gym and you can smell a breath, or you walk past someone and you say hi?
When you're working with people and they're talking to you all the time.
Yeah. So personal hygiene, guys. Like look after yourselves, but look after yourselves not just for yourself, but for other people, please. For my benefit, really. This is not about anyone else, just for me.
Just for Josh.
Just for me. Can I steal another one?
Okay.
Can I jump in? Stop doing supersets and giant sets from one end of the gym to the other. Please. I can't stand it. This happened 2 weeks ago.
Staring down the camera. So if there's somebody listening to this, please do not think it's a personal attack.
No, please think it's a personal attack.
There's me.
If you see this and you do this, please don't.
So I understand the whole superset, giant set, whatnot, because it's going to end up in programs, especially for people with time constraints or people deeper into training plans where they need to get more volume or more intensifiers into their program. So I understand it. Obviously, this is something that you can do talking to your coach, and it's something that I do whenever I'm training someone online or where I'm setting up programs for people where they're not training in the gym that I work at. I ask them for a layout of the gym, right?
Film a walkthrough.
Exactly right. Filming a walkthrough so I can actually look at the gym space and go, okay, I know what machines are near what machines. I know where the dumbbell rack is in relation to whatnot. So then when I actually go to program for someone, I can think of what's going to be the best thing. Now, for example, a really common superset might be wide grip pull-ups into bench press, where if you're doing any type of strength training, that's going to be a very common superset. 90 seconds to 2 minutes rest in between, 4 to 5 sets of it.
Yep.
Sure, a lot of people have seen that.
Yep. Push-pull.
If your gym has a squat rack that has the chin-up attachment, you set it up there, you're using one piece of equipment. Yeah, you're on it for a while, but you're not taking up 2 pieces that other people could use, and you don't have to walk all the way across the gym. If you need assistance, you can obviously use bands, or you have to speak to your coach and say, hey, the bench presses are on one side of the gym, the assisted chin-ups on the other side of the gym. What could I change it up? Maybe you do dumbbells, and that way you can set up a bench closer to the assisted chin-up machine. Same thing, using dumbbells for bench press and then doing single arm rows. You use one bench, you're using dumbbells in one spot. You're not hogging and walking around the gym. But also, if you train at a quiet time in the gym, maybe it doesn't matter so much. If you train at a peak time of the gym, it's hard. And again, it kind of goes off the back of the hygiene one, a bit of consideration for others in the gym, or allow people to jump in with you. If someone sees you supersetting, be like, hey, yeah, I'm supersetting, jump in with me, use the machine while I'm off using another one. And that makes the gym a happy place.
Yeah. I just don't do it. And like, at the same time, like, don't get shitty if someone asks, hey, can I jump in? Like, 6 o'clock in the morning, I train, right? From like, what, 4:30, 5 o'clock, probably 5 a.m., 5 a.m. to 7 a.m., probably the morning real busy peak.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe to like 7:30, 8 o'clock at worst, like 5 to 8. Everyone's in there to just get in, get it done, get out.
Yeah.
Whether they're with a PT, whether they're training on their own, whatever. Like, you're not there to mess around. You're not there to have a little chin wag. You're not there to wait for somebody else to do a sumo friggin' dumbbell squat thing over at the dumbbell rack, to come over to a squat press on the other side of the gym, to come back to a leg extension or a leg curl. You're not waiting for that. No. Like, I'm not waiting for that. I went home. I gave up and I went home. Because like the leg extension that I needed, like both of them were being used. One of the dudes was sitting on there, and this will come into the next point.
This is the next point.
Yep. And you know what I'm going to say.
Yep.
One of the other one was being used. This other one, I've just exposed something. But anyway, they've walked around. Yeah. They've walked around. They've been walking around. And like the superset that was going on didn't look like supersetting. Because like, you know, by the definition, you're looking at density. So you're looking at minimal rest periods. You're looking at intensifiers. You're just doing, like, you're doing rounds. You're doing straight sets as a round.
Circuit training.
You're doing a circuit. Congratulations, you've defeated the purpose of your program. Like, just don't do it.
Don't do it.
I'm going grey already. Don't make it worse. Don't make it worse.
All right, so what we're going to do is, in Josh's next program, put a 4-exercise giant set that forces him to walk around the gym.
You see me. I walk around the gym anyway. I walk around in my rest periods anyway. Yeah. Well, but if I'm walking around in my rest periods, like I'm walking around because I'm a little bit can't sit still.
Active resting.
Also, a bit of active rest stuff, but also like I'm not gonna when I'm in the clinic, I'm not gonna be able to move as much throughout the day, right? So it's not structured, but you know, kind of by definition, it's structured. Yeah. But if someone walks up to my piece of equipment, like say I'm on like a leg extension, a leg curl, something that's really easy, like a pin loaded thing, 100% jump in.
You're working in.
100%. Like if I see someone hovering or iron it off, 100% go jump in.
Yeah.
Because I've got my rest periods. Like I'm going to train at the speed that I'm going to train at, but I'm not going to let that interfere with somebody else's ability to train with their stuff.
Yeah.
Difference is if someone wants to share a hack squat with me, I'm doing, let's say 4 or 5 plates and they're doing 1 or 2, it can be a lot more difficult. Right? Because then all of a sudden you need a freaking pit crew. Right? And like, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do that. Or like if I'm deadlifting.
Yeah, but
you know, like
I don't think someone's jumping and asking you to share a deadlift.
Well, I don't know. Like, you know, there's probably some wild times of the day at that gym.
Maybe
it might get a little busy, but again, you know, peak times, be more considerate.
Yeah.
If you really want to do and you really want to take your sweet ass time, train at 11 a.m. You could be there from 11 till 3 and have no one else interrupt you. I guarantee it.
Yeah, my gym gets busy.
It does.
At 11
yeah,
to 2.
Tradie o'clock.
At 11 to 2 is very busy.
PT o'clock.
11 to 2 is busy.
That's your training time.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. All right. But
the next point is kind of almost 3 points in one. It's what you're doing in between sets. Now, if you're on a machine and you're doing straight sets and you've got your somewhere between 60 seconds to 3 minutes of rest time, fantastic. You're following your program. You're doing what you're meant to be doing. If you're sitting on the machine and you're scrolling TikTok, you're scrolling Instagram, you're on Facebook, you're online shopping, you're doing something besides focusing on training, and all of a sudden 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes goes by and you haven't moved a muscle besides your thumb, throw your phone away. Put it in your bag. Don't have it on you. You're wasting your time. You're wasting other people's time. You're taking up machines. Josh mentioned it 2 seconds ago. if somebody asks, can they jump in with you, especially on a pin loaded machine, or maybe even using a bench where you're sharing, like you've got 2 sets of dumbbells, that's great. Share, help each other out so everyone can get their training in. But if you're taking up a piece of equipment and you're just sitting there scrolling and you're not training and you're not sharing, again, it's just inconsiderate, especially at peak times. A lot of these things always come back to what we're doing at peak time. If it's a quieter gym, it can make a difference. Some people are very structured in the way they train, where they have to do their exercises in order. Some people will be happy to swap and come back. You walk up to someone, hey, how many sets you got left? You say, oh, I've got 2 or 3. They go, oh, cool, no worries, I'll come back. Mm-hmm. Some people will say, sweet, can I jump in with you? And you share. But just pay attention to the amount of time you're just sitting doing nothing.
Yeah.
And if you do see someone hovering around you or looking at your machine like, hey, like, can we work in together? Just let them. Put your phone away. 90 seconds and 2 minutes, like it goes by pretty quick. I just think you shouldn't be scrolling on Instagram or TikTok or anything like that while you're training. Yeah. You're not focused on training.
There's a time and a place to reply or to like send messages or to do whatever, like in those rest periods. But
do it between exercises.
Do it between exercises.
Don't do it between sets. If you are 5 minutes between one exercise into the other, that's different. If you're 5 minutes between sets, like we're not elite powerlifters.
No. And I think like that's what I was going to say is like, if your rest period's sort of more than 3 minutes on a machine, you're probably training wrong and you could probably halve your time.
100%.
Like if you're like, you know, if you're genuinely like, even training to failure, like strong dudes, like if you're doing a leg extension, you got more than 3 minutes rest period.
I think it's overkill.
I think it's a little bit of overkill and you're probably actually doing things the wrong way.
Yeah.
But we're all guilty of it. The number of times that I've answered the phone while I'm training, like wild, but it doesn't interrupt my rest periods. Like I'm still gonna like I'll just say, hey, I'm just gonna do a set real quick.
Yeah,
and I'm just gonna keep training. Like you know what I mean? But like, I don't know. Like if you're doing your entire Black Friday shopping or your entire Christmas shopping in between leg extension sets,
or watching Netflix.
Okay,
watch Netflix on the treadmill. Do not watch Netflix in between sets, please.
Not just Netflix. The number of times I see people watching like Premier League.
Oh, yeah.
Premier League.
The Champions League's on.
Champions League's on. Yep, Champions League's on. And it's actually like, it happens a lot in the morning because that's when the games are on.
Or the NFL. Yeah.
NFL. Like, all for it. But like if you want to have it on in the background and like essentially listen to it as radio, fine.
But yeah.
But like if you're looking at your phone again and your rest period isn't being time. That's the other thing. Time your rest period. Oh. Dude, I've got the app on my phone that I log everything with has a stopwatch in it. Watch has a stopwatch in it on it. You know, like
everyone's got their phone in their hands. Every phone has a stopwatch on it, or I see people use the alarm.
The alarm, great, fantastic, love it, big fan. If you're not actually keeping track of these things, you're going to end up exactly where we are and giving us the ick.
Yeah. The next one off the back of that is having conversations around machines that you're still using, and I'm going to. Still using. If you're going to, like, I'm all for people having conversations in the gym. The gym's a great community to meet people, have friends, everything like that. But again, do it in between exercises when you're in that no man's land of going from one machine to the next. If you're on any machine, it doesn't matter what it is, on the cable stacks, on chest presses, on benches, on anything, and a friend walks past you and you have a 15-minute conversation and there's like, oh, I'll go back to my set now. Just walk away from the machine. Pick up your bottle, pick up your towel, pick up your bag, move away from it because there's going to be a group of people that are going to want to use that machine. And it's going to be awkward for someone if they, again, are a little bit new to the gym or don't know who you are to actually walk up to you and say, hey, you guys still using that? They're just going to stare at you from a distance.
It comes back to what we said before with like, it'll discourage people from doing what they're in there to do.
Yeah.
You know, like especially around certain pieces where like I'm a big fan of a hack squat, big fan of a pendulum, big fan of things like that.
Yeah.
There's only most gyms aren't going to have multiple of those kinds of pieces.
Or they're going to have one of them.
And it's just going to be this
the gym we train at is lucky because it's very well equipped.
Yeah. Well, we've got a hack squat and we've got a pendulum squat. Two hacks.
There's one at the front. There's two pendulums.
Two pendulums. Yeah.
Pendulums, one.
Yeah, I don't love that pendulum.
You don't like that.
I don't like it.
Right. But in saying
But like the point is, it like that's in the minority, right?
Yeah, we're a well-stocked gym.
Yeah, and there's 4 leg presses.
Yeah.
When everything's not out of order. You know, like that's still, for the number of people in the floor space, like that's probably actually the bare minimum.
Yeah.
But like, if you're at a gym that's got one leg press and one hack squat, maybe, you know, like, or like even like the Smith machines. There's 3 Smith machines. Three Smith machines. You're not going to find many gyms that have 3.
Yeah.
You know, like, just if you're hanging out with the boys or girls, not discriminating, that's fine. Like, have your social time, muck around, whatever. But like, don't make the gym an anxious place for everyone else.
Yeah.
Please.
I think a lot of these just come back to being a lot of social awareness, self-awareness, spatial awareness.
Yeah.
With that one too, the spatial awareness one, if you carry your gym bag on the floor, which I know a lot of gyms don't allow it, it isn't like a lot of gyms will have leave your bags in the lockers. Just realize where you put your bags. Like, especially around machines, like if you can get it under a machine or you can put it, make sure it's just not in the way and not in between 2 machines where someone's not going to know. I had that problem this morning in between the 2 hamstrings. There was a bag in between them and there was one guy on one of them and I was kind of coming up. I was like, are you on this one? You on that one? And it was someone completely different. He's like, I was on the lying one, but I'm finished now. I was like, cool, I'll jump on that one. So just understand where you put, if you are going to carry your bag around, just understand where you're putting it.
And don't leave them in walkways. Please don't leave them in walkways. The number of bags I trip on or step over, and I don't really want to step over it because that kind of looks a little disrespectful. Yeah. But you said it. It's like, even if I'm deadlifting, right? Like when I'm deadlifting down the far end, my bag is actually inside the half rack.
Yeah.
It's in the half rack. So if someone else wants to grab some plates off my rack for whatever reason, if there's like literally no plates anywhere else, they can.
Yeah.
Like, just be a little bit aware of your surroundings.
Do you have any more? Because I've got one more, which will
go. I've got no more because I'm just jumping off this and you're just triggering me at this point.
So I got one more, and it's more of a modern day problem. You want to take a guess?
No.
Take a guess.
I don't know.
Stab in the dark. Modern day problems.
I don't know, man.
Tripods.
Don't get butt hurt if someone walks through your tripod.
Yeah.
You're filming.
So if you are going to be filming in a commercial gym, you're going to have obviously 1, people in the background, or 2, people potentially walking through your set. Now, filming for your coach, 100%. I ask my clients that I coach online, if you're struggling with something or you're not sure of technique, just film it and send it to me so I can critique it. Because if I'm not physically seeing you training, it's very hard for me to critique you. You might say, oh, my back's hurting doing an RDL. Well, unless I can actually physically see how you're lifting, I'm not going to be able to critique it. So filming to send to your coach, fine. Filming for your own personal use, to see progress, to see how your shape's changing, whatnot, fantastic. If you're filming for social media and content creation, great. I'm all for that because I do it too. But at the same time, just understand it's not your gym. So you don't, go.
This is no gym unless you own your own and it's a private gym is your gym.
Yeah,
it's
100%.
Gym. It's our gym.
Yeah.
Always. It's a shared space. It's no different to walking down the street.
Yeah. So if you're setting up a tripod or you're setting your phone up on the floor or however you set it up, the magnets on whatever, just understand that it's going to be hard to get the perfect angle and whatnot. Do not get angry. Do not get upset. Make sure you check with people around you, especially if you're filming on a machine that someone else is working next to you. Just be like, hey, I'm just going to film this set. Do you mind? I've seen it so many times. People say, yeah, no worries. And they'll wait for you to finish your set and then they'll go back to their machine. People are understanding.
Yeah. Or don't get butthurt if they say, actually, like, I'd rather you don't, like, have me in that shot. Like, can you delete it? Something like that. Like, don't get butthurt.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Like, people create content, whatever.
Yeah.
There's been incidences at other gyms that I've worked at where it's like people, like, crack it a little bit. It's
just
like,
they get upset for you walking through their set.
Yeah, but it's like, it's not like, if you really want that and you want like complete freedom there, hire out a gym. Pay a ridiculous amount of money, hire out a gym and have them like just block everyone else or go to a private facility or something.
Yeah.
Like
out as private studio or something.
Yeah. But like, and look, it's not a big deal if someone walks through your set.
No.
We're both coaches. I get people to film certain things and I'm like dealing with like one of the guys I'm working with at the moment is powerlifter, like honing some deadlift technique. I still need to see it.
Yeah.
I don't have time in the half hour that I've got with him to go out, load it all up, work up, all of that
Yeah.
kind of stuff, then come back to it. So I get him to film everything and then bring it into me. I don't care if someone's walking through a shot. He doesn't care if someone's walking through a shot.
I mean, at the end of the day, if they're going to walk through the shot, they're going to be in the frame for
All of
a
2
second.
seconds, max 2 seconds.
Depends how fast they walk. But-
Depends whether they stop and linger.
Yeah.
If it's
So-
me, it's about 2 seconds.
So you're gonna still get it. And off the back of that one too, like obviously filming with tripods, obviously there are a lot of people these days that will hire videographers to come in
Yeah.
or photographers to come in. Again, just understand that if you're going to be doing it at a peak time in the gym, you're going to have people in the background. You're probably not going to get the absolute perfect thing.
Yep.
Just be respectful. I think it all comes down to all these points: self-awareness, respect, and just being respectful of others around you. Just be like, okay, I might not get the best angle there. Someone might be in the background. I might have to wait a little bit to get what I need. But just be polite to people.
Just be a good human. Please.
Yeah. Just be a good human. And off the back of that, I think that's a
That'll
Gym
do
Etiquette
us.
one wrapped up. Special shout out to our first sponsor.
We're
We have-
2 episodes
yeah,
in and
we've got a
sponsor.
sponsor.
How good? How good?
Catalyst Coffee Brew. All right.
Catalyst
Thanks,
Brew.
thanks, Matt.
I actually missed the specialty coffee there.
Anyone, sorry, Matt, if I butcher this, I'll put the link in on the YouTube page and on the Spotify. For anyone that does want to buy any coffee, just use the code Dom and Josh on checkout and get 20% off. How good is that?
That's a very wordy discount code. Matt, you can do better than that.
Dom
but that's
and
right.
Josh. DOMAND.
It's literally there.
JOSH.
on the screen,
on the
man.
screen.
Watch
Yeah,
the video.
names.
Please watch the video.
Right. Yeah. So, guys, thank you very much. And we'll see you next time.
See you in the next one.
Peace.